Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nadiatul Isati binti Sarip, and our topic is about approaches of university student in managing part-time job in Shah. So basically, this is all of our today's highlight. Okay, balancing studies and part-time work is something now a lot of university students are doing. Even though working part-time helps students to earn money, gain experience, but it also comes with many challenges. Many students start to feel stressed, tired, and sometimes their grades are dropped. Because of that, our study looks at how students manage their time to deal with the stress and try to keep a balance between work and their studies. Okay, based on our research, it shows that students usually work part-time to cover their expenses, their money to buy a book, and then get experience, or sometimes for them to become more independent. In the research also, it come with common strategies that students use, like planning the daily routine, prioritizing what to do first, managing stress, and also about budgeting their money and time. But even with this, that's all effort. It's still come with many struggles that students face, like long working hours, rushing between classes and work, and handling too many tasks at the same time that can make them feel exhausted and overwhelmed. Also, almost of the research is focused more on why students work or how part-time jobs affect them. There is not much research on how students actually handle their time and stress, especially among students in Shah. So that is why our study wants to explore this more deeply. Because all of these factors, many students find it hard to balance between the schoolwork and part-time jobs. Poor time management between the long working hour also can lead to serious stress, or we can say that anxiety, and then students also feel tired from juggling classes, assignments, and their job tasks all at once. If these challenges are not managed well, it can affect their academic performance and overall well-being.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Adila binti Rusli, and now we move on to the research objective. So our study aims to understand how university students in Shah balance their studies and part-time job. Therefore, we have come up with three main objectives, which are: firstly, we want to identify how students manage their time while working the part-time job. Secondly, we want to determine the ways to improve time management between studying and also working. And thirdly, we want to analyze how working hours and time management practices affect the students' stress levels. Therefore, this is our three main objectives. This objective guide the entire study and help us stay focused on what we want to investigate. And for the next part, research question, there are several questions that are involved during conducting this research, which is the firstly, why would the students take part-time job during their studies? What is the reason for their actions? Secondly, what is the implication of taking part-time job, whether it is in terms of stress or any academic result or anything? Thirdly, how students manage their time or overcome the challenges that they have faced. Next, we move on to the research significance. For us, this study is significant because it provides useful information regarding students' life, which is number one, this research is significant because it provides insight to the university regarding the students' condition, allowing them making several alternatives to help the students. For example, improving their academic support, counseling services, or any suitable alternative. Secondly, it is significant to the student because it helps students improving their time management and also provide awareness regarding part-time job risk. Therefore, they could aware of the risk and be ready for the responsibility. Last but not least, information from the study assist the employers or any parents recognize the challenges and effect of the working hours and time management. Therefore, it will enable them to provide a supportive environment for the students to help the student have a balanced life. Overall, the study will be able to contribute a better understanding and better support for the students who work part-time job while studying.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Akila binti Muhammad Ansyad. So I'm going to explain about the methodology part of our study, specifically how we selected our participant. So first, let's talk about the sampling theory. Basically, sampling is when we pick a smaller group of from the larger population to represent the whole. So in our study, the population is all the university students in Shah Alam and who are currently working part-time job. So now, because of this student come from the different universities such as like UITM, MSU and also UNICEF, and they have a different background, so we use something called like stratified random sampling. So this means we divided the student into groups based on their university and then randomly pick the participant from each of the groups. So this way every university is fairly represented and we have a more accurate result. Okay, next is the population and the sample size. So the population is all the students in Shah Alam who are part-time, who are work part-time, and from this population we selected students from the 3 university that I mentioned before. By choosing the student from multiple university helps us to capture the different experience and also approaches in managing their part-time jobs. Next, we also have the inclusion and the exclusion part or criteria in our study. So to be included in our study, the student must be currently now studying in the Shah Alam and have a part-time job and also currently in the semester 1 to 8. So on the other hand, the student who don't work part-time job or used to work but not currently employed are also excluded from the study. So in short, this method actually allows us to fairly and accurately understand how the student from the different university manage their part-time jobs while studying. And that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nina Fahadanisha. As for the instrumentation of data, to answer the research question, a data collection method is used. This method involves gathering and organizing information from only one type of source, which is primary. Primary data collection in which give us opportunity to obtain the information directly from the respondents. We are utilizing a single structured survey questionnaire distributed efficiently via Google Forms. The data is collected through Google Form was distributed to all 3 of the university's main communication platform like WhatsApp, Telegram, email, and so on through our mutual friends. All raw data collected via Google Forms will be exported and analyzed using IBM SPSS statistics. Then, we analyze our data through inferential analysis. To address group comparison, we will use one-way ANOVA to determine if there are significant differences in management approaches used by students depending on their specific university in Shah Alam. As a conclusion, our research used a simple online survey across all 3 Shah Alam universities to gather strong, clear data. Our main goal is to find out which specific coping strategies actually work best to help students successfully manage their job, keep their grades up, and stay healthy. This study will give practical advice to both students and university management. Thank you.